Alright, part two, continuing from that original video. Now showing what it looks like wearing the camera rig. Not sure how this is going to turn out since it's just on the selfie side of my phone. But this is what it looks like with my normal clothes, my safety high-vis. The only difference is this, after one use, it would end up here. So it would be over the clothes, over this, under it, doesn't really matter. It just sticks in place with the magnet out of the way. So you have the camera here. Get things out of my way so it's even better. You have the camera here. This locks into place. It won't even go up. It has to rotate 90 degrees. Then it slides up out of the lock, and you can point and shoot. And with this, it's not just plastic. There's stainless steel cable inside. I'll link to the various things I used, but yeah. Let's see if we can get a downward view. So it goes a little bit low, but with the strength of this and where it's attached at, right here, just dropping it from where you're holding it in your hands, it will not hit the ground, which was primarily what I was going for. And I wanted something better than just a solid tether where to go drop and sudden stop, because that subjects the expensive camera to a shock, which we don't want. We want nice, soft, bungee action. No sudden G-forces applied when there's a sudden stop. Yanking on this connector, much less wear and tear on the camera internals, even if it does get dropped. There's no sudden stop. It's not hitting anything. It's not getting suddenly jerked to a stop. It's great. So this, to reattach it, you have this little U-shaped groove right here, and you have this mount that just goes on the tripod mount. It has a couple of grooves in it. You have it rotated 90 degrees, setting your chest, slide it down, and you can either let it go or you can manually rotate it down. That locks it in place. It's very solid. I can do jumping jacks right now. It would not come off. Next up. Oh yeah, and if you don't want it to go any further, with this model, it has fast X clips, which you can clip and disable the bungee portion. That does actually still allow enough space that you can take it up, shoot your photos, and put it back on if you prefer less distance. But then of course if you drop it, it will drop less distance, but there's no bungee to stop it, so it's a bit more of a sharp stop. So my preference is with the bungee. I may change that after using the field and seeing how I like it. Over here, we have our rangefinder laser. Now, what I've done with this is, again, I have the bungee here. Let's go ahead and unclip that. And I have a second D-ring clip up near the shoulder. I'm liking the Nicama harness for the exact distances for where the D-rings are, because with this, I don't have to unclip this little magnetic fastener. I can just go make a shot. I don't have to crouch down. It's pretty much the exact height. It can go just a little bit above my eye, so going right to my eye is completely comfortable. And then if I do want to have it a little more free, it's just a magnetic clasp, and then I don't have to pay attention to it. Just bring it up near there, and the magnets will of course attract to each other. I don't have to do anything. I just bring it near there and just click it back on. Same thing with the little tailor's tool for GLC. With this, I think I already showed it in the previous video. Just took a piece of mild steel, some double-sided tape, put it on there, pounded this flat. And then over here I have those DIY mags, little neodymiums. They're not held on in any way other than there's one magnet here and there's one magnet in back. I'll do some more testing to see if that holds it on securely, but so far it seems fine, especially since this weighs nothing. So yeah, it just goes there, goes in place. You can literally toss it to your shoulder and it stays put. It's great. I'll probably be doing a little more testing. Again, I don't like the stitching on this, but Nicama apparently does have, let's see if we can show you this. There's a different version. Sorry, again, I'm doing this selfie camera, so I can't really see this well. But I just ordered this. It has a little bit different and hopefully better. Let's see if we can even get that in the picture. There we go. It has a little bit different and hopefully better attachment points for the D-ring and better stitching. And if I don't like it, I'll just return it. But we'll see how that works. It looks like it does have box cross stitch on the Fast-X connectors, which this one does not. But again, between the camera and this, it's carrying perhaps 4 pounds at most. Not really more than that. So my concerns about the stitching may be unnecessary. Other than that, it just straps around and back. It's pretty comfortable. The downside is, while the back is mesh, the front little plate here is solid, so you do have an area right on the center of your chest that isn't going to breathe too well. So in the heat of summer, you do have at least part of another layer on you, and that is a trade-off. But your equipment is much more secure. It doesn't really slow you down, and I'm pretty comfortable drawing and holstering, so to speak. Of course, right as I say that, it screws up. Anyway, well, I screw up holstering. But it seems pretty straightforward, and it is thus far quite secure. All right.